Thank you so much for joining another Quintessential Roots podcast. I'm your host, Renee Barron. I practice clinical hypnotherapy. I'm a regression therapist who conducts past life regressions and quantum healing sessions, as well as biofeedback. Please feel free to comment and leave or ask questions. And if you're watching this on the replay, let us know what you thought of the podcast and the information I'm providing. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can watch us. You can know when my podcasts are available and any upcoming events. So today we're going to talk about those 7 chakras that we have and how it affects our health and wellness and how to use them to heal on a deeper level. So as you know, the chakras are energy centers located in the body, which can be thought of as vortexes of pure life-giving energy. They're associated with our physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. Opening and clearing these chakras allows for a deeper connection to our soul and our higher self. Each chakra is associated with a different element and a particular color. We can balance these chakras by meditating or performing specific yoga postures. And the best way to think about chakras is as energy centers of your non-physical self. Energy points throughout your body that affect not only your physical health, but your emotional and spiritual health as well. There are 7 main chakras, but you have a lot more chakras throughout your body, but today we're only going to be discussing 7, and these are all in your energetic field. All of them play an important part in sustaining your health and your both physically and emotionally. Now, these energy points are like 2 to 3 inches away from your body and are floating in specific locations on the body, from the top of your head down to your feet. And they can be found in every part of your body. Each of the chakras has a designated color and a specific meaning. When they are all open and balanced, you experience a sense of well-being and peace. Now, balancing them helps align yourself to your soul's purpose and align to higher consciousness and also physical well-being. But when the chakras are out of balance, it throws off your entire energy system, causing fatigue, pain, anxiety, and suffering. A healthy chakra flow allows for proper distribution of energy in the body, and it keeps your emotions in balance. Now, these systems are very powerful. They're the key role in your being alive, and they're very critical. They communicate energy, movement in and out of the body, and more thoughts than your brain can even process consciously. So they know when something is wrong in your body before it even starts to show symptoms in the body. So they are directly connected to how you feel and how healthy you are. For example, when you feel tired and sluggish because of too much caffeine and then you stop drinking it, your body feels better almost immediately. This is because of the effect that it has on your chakras and how these chakras influence your overall health and well-being. Now, did you know that chakras are more than just mere lotus flower-like nodes on the human spine? They are actually vortexes that conduct universal energies throughout the body. They also affect our emotional and mental states. Therefore, it's very important to keep these energy centers balanced and healthy. Now, there are two main functions of your chakras. They are energy calculators, and they move energy in and out of the body when they're healthy, and they will be free flowing. And number two, they function similar to computer chips. Within each chakras, you have embedded information that your soul has encoded for different purposes. Depending on what the purpose, the information is set for that information to be processed and used in whatever way it needs to, so that you can attain a higher spiritual state of consciousness and achieve your soul's purpose and goals. Now, your soul did this on purpose so that you would know exactly what you need to achieve in order for your life, for you to live a life of happiness and joy. Your soul has already fulfilled those goals and achieved those states of being and mastered those things. So you no longer need to struggle for anything to be accomplished. And you know that anything is possible for you to accomplish and feel wonderful throughout your life. You can accomplish anything you want as long as you believe it and know that it is possible for you to achieve it. For example, and a good example of this is past life memories that are encoded so that your soul may achieve its soul's purpose. The goals are more easily achieved without having to repeat the same lesson over and over again in a future lifetime. And the spiritual disciplines that were taught to you by certain teachers in past lives, or lessons that you've learned in previous lifetime, this allows the chakras to move in a free-flowing way. Now, programmed into each one of these chakras are your gifts and talents into each specific chakra so that you can use it later on in life when you need it. These are gifts you came into this life with from former lifetimes. They also can be from ancestors. So it's important to know what these chakras, how they function, in order for you to know how to use this chakra system for your health and wellness and emotional health. So let's talk about the root chakra. Now, the root chakra is located at the tip of the pelvis, perineum, genitals, and anus. It's associated with the color red. Now, that's important to note. The color and which one is which one is first. So the root chakra is the first chakra. It's the foundation of your life. And within, that first chakra, like it's from your past life to at conception and birth. This is all the foundation of who you are, and is associated with survival, feeling safe. It's also your tribe, the groups you belong to, our safety and security. It's also the home of the inner child. Your subpersonality energetically resides in this core chakra. It stores all the information, like from your ancestral line, your family patterns. These all come from energy imprints encoded within this chakra. And as a side note, chakras don't touch or reorder themselves within the body. And each one of these chakras governs a particular part of your body. Now, this first chakra, the root chakra, governs your bones, your immunity, and it's from the waist down to your legs and feet. The second chakra is the sacral chakra. And the order is very important, because when you're working on healing or progressing spiritually, you want to start at the foundation. That would be the root chakra first, and then progressively move up, because the foundation is what sets the other chakra systems. So any imbalance in that first chakra is going to affect the other one, and especially the lower chakras, the first through third chakra, are going to be affected by that root chakra. So you'll want to balance and strengthen those first before you go to the higher chakras. A lot of people like to start at the third eye or the crown, but that's not going to help you if your foundation is weak and it's not healthy. So let's move on to the sacral chakra. That's associated with the color orange. And any disorder in this chakra, you'll want to wear the color that is associated with this chakra. That's why I mentioned the color. Now, this is located in the womb area below the belly. It's the chakra of sexual energy. It's about creating a sense of self, individualized bonding within relationships to other people. Now, it governs the reproductive organs for both men and women. If you have a dysfunction in this chakra, you will have issues within your relationships. This chakra is about lower level love, the fleshly kind of love, sexual, because it has attachments. This is also where jealousy and possessiveness comes from. And it's why some partners think they own you. Now, if you have a partner like that, they will have a dysfunction in this particular chakra. So what the second chakra is responsible for, again, sacral chakra, is the sacral chakra is the womb of creation within your life, your body, your career, art, music, whatever it is you're creating in this world starts with this chakra. This chakra is creative and forward moving. And this chakra can materialize anything when it's in balance and healthy. Now, the next chakra is the solar plexus. And the solar plexus helps you to reach the pinnacle of potential. It's how you can attain your highest success, your personal well-being, sovereignty, and it's located at the top of the stomach, right where the little peak within your rib cage is, around that area. It's associated with the color yellow. It's fiercely independent. Your source of identity as an individual is encoded in this chakra, and it nurtures your separateness from the world. This is where your unique gifts and characteristics are and how they are expressed. Now, this third chakra is responsible for governing the digestive tract, the pancreas, stomach, kidney, and other organs in this region of the body. Now, this chakra is important spiritually because without standing in your power, you won't be able to heal and grow. This chakra needs to be balanced so that you can connect with your soul's purpose. This is the energy center where you can set strong boundaries with the world, almost like personal power. But people, the people you are in relationships with is coming from a strong solar plexus, or whatever condition your solar plexus is in. Now, this chakra point knows how to say no as a complete sentence. This energy center knows how to establish boundaries without feeling shame or guilty. Now, if you do have problems with those, then that means you need to work on strengthening this solar plexus. The next chakra point is the heart chakra. The heart chakra is powerful. It emits the strongest electromagnetic field within the whole body. You return to oneness and creation with this chakra. It's a portal of consciousness. It's a portal of higher love. Unlike the sacral chakra, which is a fleshly type of love, this one is a higher love. This energy center helps you to love without conditions. This love is without jealousy or possessiveness, and it's associated with the color green. Now, the fourth chakra is responsible for the heart. It governs the chest, your heart, your lungs, your arms, hands. This energy center can reach elevated states of love, compassion, empathy, and bliss, and a higher vibrational state of being. This is the energy center that will help you feel deep love for yourself and anyone else. Now, the consciousness of the heart says, I want to be the best for myself and everyone else. Separatism dissolves within this heart chakra. Okay, you know and feel this energy very deeply. Now, what this chakra is responsible for, the heart chakra is the portal of intuition. Now, some people think it's just this third eye, but it is the portal of intuition. You receive accurate information in this energy center first. From a scientific perspective, it studies as a subconscious phenomenon, but it really isn't. The more you can connect with your heart, the more you can access intuition. Okay. The next chakra we're going to focus on is the throat chakra. It's associated with the color blue. The throat governs the thyroid, the parathyroid, the whole neck region. And this energy center of this is the energy center of your higher will, or your soul's will, or your spirit self. The sacral chakra is your lower will and your or your human self, okay? Now, what is this throat chakra or fifth chakra responsible for? It's responsible for communication, for creativity. It works with the sacral chakra. Now, the heart chakra helps the sacral chakra breathe life into your projects. It helps with materializing and manifesting your goals into reality. This energy center aligns the will of your soul, and it gives the truth of your soul. So your soul or your spirit takes over, and it will pull you into your soul's truth when this is healthy and in alignment and balanced. Now, this is your first connection with your God force or the spiritual dimensions. And then we have the third eye, and that's associated with the color purple or indigo. And it governs the brain structures, the pineal gland, the pituitary gland, the entire brain area. Now, this is the energy point or energy center with vision beyond what the mind can see. This energy center helps you see beyond what you can see with your physical eyes. Visionary and psychic gifts are associated with this chakra. Clairsentience, clairvoyance are all housed within this chakra. Now, what is the sixth chakra responsible for? This energy center is responsible for higher level thinking, complex thinking, where you can put the pieces together and think in a non-linear way of complex thinking. This energy center can envision different timelines, foretell the future, because the future is not set in stone. It can envision different timelines. This energy center can help you create the best version of yourself and see possible realities and timelines. So that means you're not doomed to a life of fate. There are possible, all different types of reality based on your decisions. Okay, so any questions so far? I don't have any questions, so I'm going to continue. We're going to continue on with the crown chakra. The crown chakra is located at the top of your head, again, 2 to 3 inches. It's associated with the color violet or light purple, and it governs the third eye. The primary function of this energy center is connection to source, the God force, God, whatever you want to call it. It helps you to transcend the human self, to lose yourself into the oneness of source energy. This energy center has a strong connection to source or higher level thinking beyond your own self. It has nothing to do with I or me. This is where the sense of self dissolves. This chakra point is where you become oneness with the collective consciousness. So how do we balance the chakras for health, elevation, or healing? First, you have to figure out what the dysfunction is, and you have within the various chakras. So what are your blocks? Are you shut down? Is there no energy circulating? Are you too open? And those things, if you're too open, those can cause a lot of problems. So what are your key symptoms? So the recommendation, if there are energy forces on that chakra or energy vortexes that's sucking the energy in, it will weaken that chakra. And I'm going to give you an example of that. Say a person is in a relationship with a person who they become so obsessed with that other person that they begin to lose themselves. Their personal power has become weak. So that other person's energy is feeding their energy. Or that person is feeding the other person's, giving their energy to that other person, or it's like sucking it out of them. Another example would be a self-centered person or a narcissistic person who has a grandiose sense of self, so much so that the fourth chakra or that heart chakra becomes weak. And they will have difficulty having compassion or love for other people because of that energy imbalance, and they're unstable. And so another example would be a person who's a sex addict and has a second chakra or that sacral chakra that is way too open. That needs to be balanced. So here's a few tips to help you evaluate your chakras. Awareness is the first step, knowing your behavior. And awareness is about 80% of your healing process right there, knowledge. So you need a journal and you need to keep records. You need to journal to find out what is wrong, first of all, and to record your progress. How do you feel or not feel? And then find out about the blocked chakras. You will get, are you shut off from your emotions because the energy is not circulating in somewhere? So pay attention to your physical symptoms, what your health concerns are now. So let's say you have issues with your liver, okay, for instance. Now, we know that the root chakra governs the liver. So if you're having problems with the liver, start thinking about what you can do. Wear the color red there. You'll want to work on getting crystals, things like that to help heal that area. But also just pay attention to what your health concerns are, because once you know what the health concerns are, then you can work with that particular chakra. Okay, so if you're having headaches, start thinking about working on the third eye, or maybe even the crown chakra. So just pay attention to those symptoms from head to toe. Review what that chakra governs, and then work on balancing, clearing, and unblocking that energy center. So chakras are involved with your body. So unchecked, they can become so severe that you develop a disease around the area of the chakra that is out of balance. So you want to keep the chakra system balanced and healthy. So we talked about wearing the color of the chakra that needs strengthening. There are crystals that support each chakra. You can buy chakra kits. They will be made available on my website soon, but you can get them anywhere. I would use these crystals when you're meditating, doing self-hypnosis. A lot of my clients even use them when we're in session with their hypnotherapy session or their quantum healing session. Seek out a practitioner to help you balance your chakras, or to some chakras are too open, some are too closed. So that practitioner would know how to assist you. But use these suggestions in addition to working with your therapeutic program, with your psychotherapist or medical professional. Remember to start at when you're working on healing the chakras, always start with the foundation first. That's the root chakra. And those lower chakras, the root, the sacral, and the solar plexus, are affected by the first chakra, that root chakra. So you'll want to work with those first, and then work with the upper chakras. Always start with the first one on up. I know some people work from the top down. That's not the way to work, because the foundation sets the development of all of the other chakras. You can also listen to binaural beats, solfeggio frequencies, or entrainment music to support the chakras. There's specific, each chakra has a certain frequency. Book a quantum healing session with me to work on healing. It not only works with the chakra system, but there's a lot of healing that can take place in those sessions. Also, gentle exercise will help you. Here's an exercise that you can do at home yourself. So if you bring your attention to whatever chakra that may be out of balance, and again, 80% of all healing is awareness. So you can use conscious commands. You focus on that chakra and then command it to come back to normal size. So here's an affirmation that you can repeat over and over again once you're in a meditative state. And you just hold your attention for that chakra, visualize it in your mind's eye once you're in a meditative state or self-hypnosis state, and just say this over and over again, as many times as necessary. I lovingly command my sacral chakra to decrease in size and return to its normal order and return to its normal flow. And this is only for oversized chakras only. And you repeat it over and over. Otherwise, you can just say, I lovingly command my sacral chakra to return to its normal size and to return to its normal flow. So the other key is to get your body moving. Body movement assists with the chakras. You can dance, you can, any movement where the chakra is located, movement. So again, if there are any issues with sexual issues, move the pelvis around. Do stretches, massage, hiking. Trauma yoga is effective, especially for trauma-related issues, because it works with the vagus nerve. And then books to read. I would recommend Energy Medicine by Donna Eden. She works with, it's very comprehensive, like for working with the chakra system, not only the chakra system, but the meridian system. You can look at Louise Hay's book, You Can Heal Your Life. There's another book called The Body Keeps the Score. So those are my suggestions. And, you know, again, each chakra system works on different things. In like if you have a health issue, please work with that particular chakra. Any questions to anyone? Anyone have questions? I'm going to show you this. These are some of the tools that practitioners use when you're in session with a chakra practitioner. You know, you'll see, as you see the first image, they lay the crystals on the different chakra points and use a pendulum. Sometimes the practitioners use the tuning forks there, and the tuning forks actually can reach all of the higher chakras that you cannot see beyond the crown chakra, because we have a lot of chakras that we can't even see that are associated with our spiritual body. And then as the middle one, you'll see a chakra kit. So you'll want to get stones like this to assist you with balancing and healing your chakras. And it really works. And if you can do all three, use your crystals along with the solfeggio frequencies. Those, I mean, everything self-work will help balance and heal them at a quicker pace. All right. And that is pretty much all I have for you today. If there's no questions, I'll wait for some questions from you guys. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and hide that. Any questions at all for me before I go today? But the chakra system is so connected to our health. It starts in the spiritual first. Whenever there's some issues in the spiritual, it eventually affects your physical body. So that's why it's so important to keep it balanced. And there's a lot of things on YouTube for you to, can I talk about the types of crystals for the chakra points? Yes. In fact, let me just pull something up here. I have a blog post that will be out soon. Let me open it up 1 second here. And I can go over those with you. Just give me a moment. Okay, here we go. So for the root chakra, I like to use garnet. But let me see here. Let me give you some of the benefits of garnet. One second here. So garnet is like the stone of wisdom and renewal. It's a birthstone for people born in January, but it's a good stone for the sacral chakra. It ranges from a very dark color that looks black to light with reddish hues. So the garnet is from the family of minerals, semi-precious stones. So they have a variety of colors. So it's a fire element stone that activates passion, manifests intentions into reality. It's associated with divine masculine or yang energy. It grounds your energy, protects you in times of illness and trauma, releases emotional trauma during past life regressions. It removes internal negativity. It cleanses your aura and energetic system, blockages, and is an uplifting healer. This stone gives you an optimistic view. It arouses love and passion. In fact, you can wear this on date night and it inspires love. And it inspires renewal and a fresh perspective. supports you during time of crisis and helps you to feel calm emotions. It strengthens relationships, strengthens your survival instincts, all associated with that root chakra. And it harnesses the energy of Mother Earth. So it promotes healing in times of illness, fosters balance in mind, body, and spirit, stimulates your metabolism, and increases your sex drive, the pituitary gland. It also helps treat spinal and cellular disorders if you're using a tincture. But if you're using a tincture, you want to make sure you're using polished stones and not the raw, unpolished ones. It does purify and regenerate blood, heart, and lungs, regenerates your DNA. And so you want to learn how to make elixirs because it helps you assimilate vitamins and minerals if you're using the garnet elixirs. So that's for the sacral, that's for the first chakra. The second chakra is the sacral chakra. And what I like to use for the second chakra is carnelian. And it doesn't even need, it doesn't need to be cleansed like the other stones. Let me give you some information on carnelian. 1 second here. Carnelian was used in ancient times by the ancient Egyptians, or I like to say ancient Kemetans, because the name used to be Kemet. So carnelian, the colors go from very dark to light, but this is very good for your reproductive health or your sacral chakra. And this agate inspires joyful activities, creativity, dancing, sensuality. So I would use that. It does clear the chakra. There's a lot on this stone. It's just a good stone. It helps you to trust yourself. It helps you to ground and anchor and stay focused in the present moment. And it invites abundance and good luck into your life. It's great for overcoming negative thought patterns and self-limiting belief systems, and assists you with success and financial freedom. All right, and it removes anger, removes past conditioning, increases positivity, encourages leadership, motivates courage, brings vitality, increases success, and assists with decision making. It does invigorate the blood, stimulates the metabolism, increases fertility, things like that. So I would do carnelian. And on the solar plexus, I like to use, let me look at it. I have some right here. Citrine. Citrine is another one that doesn't, that is very good. So use that one for the solar plexus. Now, legend has it that when you carry a piece of citrine, you're carrying the power of the sun. It absorbs, transmutes, dissipates, and grounds negative energy. It energizes every level of your life. It protects your aura. It acts as a warning system. It activates your crown chakra and opens intuition. It cleanses other stones. So that's another reason why I like it, because you don't have to be constantly cleansing it. It's a stone of abundance and teaches you how to manifest wealth and prosperity. And it helps bring new enjoyable experiences into your life. It's known as the stone of joy. And So as far as health benefits, it enhances concentration and revitalizes the mind. It can help you overcome depression and fears. It imparts vigor and energy, and it's a valuable aid for chronic fatigue, digestion, spleen or pancreas issues. It negates infections for kidney and the bladder. It detoxes and increases blood flow. Again, you'll need to make elixirs with these polished stones. It detoxes and increases circulation and blood flow. It activates the thymus and balances the thyroid, relieves constipation and cellulite, and is helpful for menstrual and menopausal issues. And then on the heart chakra, I like to use, you can either use rose quartz, but I like to use the green stones. And aventurine is one of the ones that I like to use. But if you use you can also use rose quartz, and it does strengthen the physical heart and the circulatory system. It releases impurities from and fluids from the body. It aids the chest and lung problems when you even just place it upon the thymus. It also can heal the kidney and adrenals and helps alleviate vertigo. Now, you'll have to make tinctures. It does increase fertility, and it even aids in soothing burns and blisters and smooths the complexion when you make elixirs and salves for those things. And then for your throat chakra, I'm a big fan of lapis lazuli. That is a beautiful stone. Let's see here. The information on lapis. Now, this stone will lull you into a deep meditation. It's known as the treasure of the mermaids. It is a charm of good luck. It relieves stress, anxiety, grief, and trauma. It opens the throat chakra and the third eye. It stimulates enlightenment and dream work. And it also enhances psychic abilities. It's used for journeying. It increases your personal power and spiritual attainment. It's a stone of protection, and it contacts your spiritual guardians. It blocks you from psychic attacks and returns the energy to the source. It reverses curses, harmonizes the mental, physical, and spiritual levels. It helps you promote self-knowledge and understanding, and brings harmony of purpose to those. Removes repressed anger, is a powerful amplifier of the mind and consciousness, and helps you to confront truth and encourages you to accept your authenticity. Whew, tongue tie. It dissolves emotional bondage, martyrdom, and cruelty and suffering. And then for your third eye, of course, always I like to use amethyst for that. I always keep amethyst close by. But also for, let's see, let me give you some information on amethyst, if I have this. Not sure I have all of the metaphysical properties. I don't have my book nearby. I have a lot of reference books. But if you're looking for a good crystal book for manual for crystals, Judy Hall has a ton of them, and she has, a lot of information on them. But I would definitely use amethyst for the third eye. And then for the crown chakra, I like to use quartz because that's associated with higher consciousness. So hopefully that helped you out a lot. Oh, you said, let's see here. Oh, you just wanted me to go over the colors, not necessarily the metaphysical properties. Okay, so cleansing, you would need a manual. I advise you to get a manual because cleansing is important. So some stones do not like water. Some stones do not like light. Some stones you can only sage or put in sand. So I always keep my stones by selenite. If you can get a selenite bowl, you can put them in there. Or keep stones like citrine or carnelian near them, and it helps clean them. But they also need to be charged by sun or moon. So the stones that don't like to sun, you'll definitely want to put them in moonlight to charge them. Or even some stones I put out for the eclipse season. So some of those stones, in particular moldavite, you can recharge moldavite during a solar eclipse storm. So each stone is different. Some stones you could just run under tap water to cleanse it. But you definitely have to have a manual. And I would suggest Judy Hall for sure. Oh, okay. Thank you. All right. Yeah. So any other questions? You're welcome, Robin. Thank you. So yeah, those are, but chakras are so important. All I can say is whatever issue you're having, wear the colors of that particular chakra that it governs that issue with, and then start getting the crystals, listening to the binaural beats. You can listen to some on YouTube. Be cautious of who you're listening to because not everybody has integrity on YouTube. Try to get people who, companies who does this for a living, and then they will most likely, they're concerned about their reputation and won't be mixing things in. Again, soon I will be selling those on the website because I do entrainment, binaural beats. I use that for my hypnotherapy session. So I'm also, whatever I do in my hypnotherapy session, I'm going to be selling on my website, whether it's crystals, frequencies, even self-hypnosis. Some of I do have some programs where you can learn to elevate yourself spiritually and things like that. So, and some NLP where you can do self-improvement and work on things, law of attraction, things like that. All right. Any other question, guys? It's been enjoyable. The chakra system works so well with, I started connecting the dots with the chakra system because I took Reiki and they didn't even explain it as well. I only did the first level, but they didn't explain the chakra system like I've been learning recently. And it's very, very connected with my practice as a hypnotherapist. So I've been revising the materials that I've been learning to help educate people a little bit more about it. Because if you don't know about the chakra system and how important it is, it will eventually affect your health too. Always starts in the spiritual first, and then it goes into the physical and as disease, because that issue has to be worked out. And that's why I always recommend hypnosis to work out issues before it becomes a physical disease in your body. But thank you so much. I will be back next week, Sunday. I'm not sure of the topic yet. I'm going to think about it, and then I will be back Sunday at 4 p.m. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to share and like. Join my YouTube channel and turn on the notifications, and you'll always know when I'm going to have a podcast. But generally, it's always going to be on Sunday at 4. All right. Thank you so much for joining me, and you guys have a great rest of your Sunday.